Greetings and salutations to all of my pedal patrons. It is late on Saturday. So I'm coming to you. And yes, ma'am, Rain at Louche Alchemy. It has been crunchy. Today was probably one of the last crunchiest days, at least of this week, of course. I'm going to tell you the flair for the dramatic that the moon in Leo brings is just extra on its own. And then it had a trine today with Jupiter. Woohoo! How big can we get? And so it's almost sometimes creates a little bit of, I mean, it's a good thing because it does have a lot to do with self-expression and where you are saying where you really need to be and where you really need to get. But sometimes it's really, it's like really, really much. And people try to get the last word, and that doesn't always work if people aren't listening to each other and people are trying to overtalk each other. With their big energies that are coming out. So that's one of the reasons why the energy was so crunchy. But later on this afternoon, we finally moved into the moon in Virgo, 6th house energy, which is about practical order and steps that need to be taken. We also had a beautiful sexy sextile with the Mars position in Cancer. So it softened up any communication problems that we would have been having with family members, our relationships, things of that nature that have just been really having people out of sorts and upside down within their communities, even if your community is this big, you know what I mean? So what that's allowing to take place, I guess, is really starting to come out of feeling like you were just like bottlenecked in one sort of a way. And when people feel that energy, you know, as an energy worker, you got to get that energy out. You got to release that stuff. You got to ground it out. Well, that's exactly what we're going to end up having in energy tomorrow on Sunday. So it's going to be a good day. So we're going to have the moon in practical Virgo, and then it's going to have a trine with the sun in Taurus, Mercury in Taurus. So it's going to really ground that energy in a very natural way. And then by the time we go to bed, the last aspect that's going to take place tomorrow is where it's going to force the Chiron and Aries version of internal healing for self to come up. So if there's been arguments, I would expect that there's going to be some apologies and some other things to take place. Now that's Sunday, very beautiful day, 5 energy day, trying to put things into place for change. And then we have 10 transits that are coming up on Monday, May the 1st. May is going to be very interesting, but we have 10 transits. The moon's going to switch into Libra by the time we get into the evening to really create more balance. We are going to have a conjunction tomorrow, also, or Monday, with the sun in Taurus and Mercury in Taurus. So that is really going to make some things happen. And Pluto goes retrograde. So it takes the sting out of all of this energy since that Pluto in Aquarius transit